and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that short break. Hope you enjoyed that brutal OST as we have returned with our first semifinals of the tournament of Sparkling Tuna Cup number 49. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the teal Protoss representing himself, currently teamless. It is LunaSea. Let's go. The PvP is here so far. Both players going for the gateways on the high ground. No one is daring to go for a gate expand, at least not on the low ground. Not yet. Everything is by the book. And for a bit of backstory here, there is a little bit of history between these two players. A little bit. Unfortunately, it did happen off stream, but it was a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago in Sparkling Tuna Cup number, was it 47, if I remember correctly? No, sorry, it was 48 last week. Last week, both Gerald and LunaSea faced off in the quarterfinals, and we didn't get to cast the games. Unfortunately, we did miss them, but they went all the way to the ace match. They went to the ace match. Gerald did win, but did drop a map to LunaSea. So, at least historically, we've seen that they have been able to go toe-to-toe with each other. They have been able to go back and forth. And can LunaSea get his revenge, or will Gerald be able to get the better of him 2 weeks in a row? We will see. Likewise as well, if you're in the chat, predictions. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you believe is going to take this series, on who you think advances on to the grand finals. Will it be one Protoss or the other? It will be up to you to decide. There we go. Predictions are indeed open. You don't have much time to get your predictions going. Great. There we go. Whew. Now, as we settle into this, yeah, we've been abandoned. Yo, a shout out to the translator man himself, Double DB Choi, Papi, Annyeong, Haseyo. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you around here in quite some time, but I hope everything's going well on your end of the pond. Good to see you, Papi. Good to see you. Welcome to los semifinales. And we do have our 2-gate opener into expand here from Gerald. LunaSea likewise doing the same, getting into his own expansion on said low ground a couple of seconds later than his opponent, but only by a couple of seconds. You can see the disparity in openers. LunaSea opened up double Stalker, Gerald opened up Stalker Sentry, so Gerald is going to have a little bit less firepower, at least initially, but that is why we have a Shield Battery. Shield Battery does make up for our lack of additional Stalker, so we should be able to defend without too much issue. Likewise, the power of a Sentry opener allows us to scatter across the map. Now, for those of you that maybe did forget, we did have a patch relatively recently, and the patch did buff sentries, which is why the opener here from Geralt is becoming a lot more common. To go for triple sentry like this. What that means is the sentry, it does take less damage in PvP, does take less damage from shields. Sorry, other way around. Does bonus damage to shields and is no longer a light unit. Because of this, the Sentry takes less damage from oracles and from adepts, so it is a little bit more durable here and less vulnerable to harass. Likewise, does bonus damage to shields, so specifically in PvP it does more damage against stalkers, against other sentries, against Protoss units in general. So a very safe opener here from Gerald. Does defend, does expand. And back at home, LunaSea following this up with a Robo. Interesting. So we have a Robo-based opener from LunaSea. We have a Twilight Council from Gerald. Now, Gerald, he scouts, he confirms, does see everything in the main. Does confirm the natural as well. Hasn't confirmed the Prism, but should have an idea. You can see the Stalkers moving out already, looking to intercept. Looking to shut that Prism down. So we're getting into a bit of a gateway explosion. 4 gates on the way here for Gerald. Stalkers are ready. Up! The Prism gets in! Blink not quite done, but we do get a lot of damage done on that Prism. Barely does escape, but we shut down the aggression. We shut down the harassment. Army's moving in. We do kill one of those adepts. And Gerald backs off. Very nice catch here from our Polish Protoss. Meanwhile, LunaSea committing, throwing down his Twilight Council, quite delayed. Immortals on the way as well. And We are pushing out across the map towards that third base, looking at the units tab, looking at the army supply. LunaSea, he has been warping in. It's been Gerald who invested into a third base. But he's not quite ready for this. Not in position, and that's going to be a cancel on the Nexus. And Gerald's not ready for this. We cancel the base, we go for the army. Blink almost done. LunaSea's done well for himself. Did well, cancel the base, taking his own. LunaSea has to be careful not to overextend. Immortal has arrived, we force the blink, force back the army. We force back the army. Prism rotating around, head towards the main. LunaSea's heads towards that main base with some adept harass. At the same time, Gerald going for his own counterattack. Blink is done. We're about to have high ground with this hallucination. We can blink into the main. And LunaSea, know where he needs to be. He's at the third. LunaSea being caught out of position. At the same time, adepts, they bust into the main base as well. Workers are going down. We snipe the pylon. Pylon goes down. We're going for the tech as well. Going for the Twilight Council. And it looks like we will get it. Massive pickup. Blink is denied. And from here, Gerald, he can back the hell off. Takes out another sentry, another two. Gerald does retreat. You can see here, Gerald not even losing a single stalker across the map. Bled out 3 probes, but only three workers. And from here, Gerald, he rotates around, takes down the shield battery, takes down 2 probes. LunaSea's getting pulled apart. He just can't keep up. I mean, how can he without Blink? The one advantage that LunaSea has is his immortal counts, but he just can't keep up. Not with Gerald. Not anymore. And there's we do have a backup. Twilight Council. Blink is restarted. +1 alongside it. This time, LunaSea in a better position in between the bases. But here comes Geralt once again, going for the pylon. Does focus it down. Ooh, blinks away, doesn't lose the stalker. Rotating around once again. I'm getting some deja vu here. 2, 3, 4 probes go down. We force the cancel. LunaSea trying to keep up. Across the map, he was able to get a couple of probe kills with his adepts. Once again, 2 probes. That is still not enough. Not enough to make up for his deficit. Now, LunaSea, he is eventually going to catch up. You know, with Blink, with +1. We have a Templar Archives on the way. Additional Immortal production. What I will say is that thanks to these Immortals, throw away some adepts. But thanks to the Immortal counts, LunaSea's army can hold its own, for the most part. Immortals, they have their way with Stalkers, but what about Charge Lots? That's why it's important to transition to Charge Lots the way that Gerald has. They tank so many Immortal shots and make it so difficult for LunaSea to really engage. Even with his Immortal-based army, he's in trouble. There's no shield battery. There's no shield battery at the natural. The one at the third base gets focused down. We're going for the Immortals. Good force fields. As we trap 2 Immortals, the recall, it will not finish. And LunaSea is just blocked off completely from his third base. And there it is. GG gets called. Gerald takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Very well done. A solid game there from Gerald. From almost the beginning. Just able to pull LunaSea apart. LunaSea had his own moments as well, but again, his Robo Opener left much to be desired. He wasn't able to achieve too much. If you remember winding it back, LunaSea with his initial Warp Prism did not get across the map. He tried to, but he was intercepted ahead of time. He was stuck at home. With that, he was going into delayed Blink, and he never got into it. Blink never did finish. And with that, Gerald takes a lead. Now the pressure is on LunaSea to fight back. The pressure is on. go. We have our second game. We're loading into Alkione. Let's go. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have our Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the teal Protoss, representing himself, currently teamless. It is LunaSea. The pressure is on. We have to fight back here and now on Alkione. Now, what's scary here is that this map, it's huge. It's huge, it's massive, a lot of bases to be taken, longer rushes to by ground, better defensive setup here on 3 bases, a solid 4th base as well. It can be difficult to really pull off all ends. Not impossible, but difficult. So I wonder, LunaSea, what do you have for us? What do you got? There's our gas on the way. Soon to be our second gateway as well. As LunaSea is checking his natural, making sure there's no shenanigans going on. Moving out with his probes. It looks like he wants to hide his second pylon here at the natural? Question mark? No, never mind. We are moving out. Probe scout on the right. Second probe is hidden towards the left. And based on our rally, we are going to be hiding it. We are going to be hiding a pylon out here. But do we commit? This is not a bad location for a Stargate. For now, 2-gate opener into a Cybercore. Second gas has been taken. Pylon has been thrown down. And again, this position is quite far away. A robo wouldn't make any sense here, neither would a gateway. I'm feeling either a proxy Stargate, or if you want to go wild, proxy Twilight Council. But Stargate would make more sense, as Gerald goes for a pylon in the main base of LunaSea. And we're going for the Twilight. Let's go! Twilight Council's on the way. What does that mean? This means one thing and one thing only. Why would you proxy a Twilight Council? To throw down a Dark Shrine. The Invisible Man is on the way. DTs are coming! But at the same time, Gerald was sneaky. He was cheeky. He has hidden a pylon in the main base. What does this mean? We can warp into Adepts. Adepts right into the main base of LunaSea. Probes are going to be going down. Oh boy, we're popping off. We are already popping off here. Warp gate still halfway done. Once this finishes up, Gerald can warp in across the map. There's that Dark Shrine that we spoke about. DTs are on the way. And Gerald's getting a safety shield battery in his main base. Now, Gerald, he did scout. He did confirm that the pylon is missing, and he's looking. He's looking for that pylon. Scouring the map. So he's anticipating an Oracle Harass, which would be a proxy Stargate, which would make sense. Again, proxy Dark Shrine is just so obscure and so out of the norm. So risky. Meanwhile, Warp Gate is about to finish. It's being chronoed. We're a couple of seconds off. Once it finishes up, the gateway is going to be morphed in, and then we can warp in right into the main. LunaSea not ready for this. Dark Shrine still not done. We do have a proxy pylon being set up to warp in across the map. Here come the Adepts. And 2 Adepts, they one-shot probes. They one-shot workers. And here we go. We're waddling into the main base, into the mineral line. Probes are going down. LunaSea, how does he respond? There are stalkers on the front lines. And boys are being pulled. So many probes are falling here. 5, 6 probes going down. Can we get 7? It looks like we barely can. 7 probes fall. We have another warp into the main. Not quite getting 8. Meanwhile, across the map, here come the Dark Templar. We have a robo. If we don't see in time, they get in! We can go for the robo. We can dive onto that robo. Instead, we're going for the mineral line. Probes are going down. Damage is being done. Chaos ensues. We go for the warp in. Observer comes out just in time. We do defend. Oh, that's going to be 11, 12 probes going down. 12 workers do fall. Likewise, though, we've lost 10 probes in total across the map. 11. LunaSea is also hurting. As Gerald comes across the proxy, shuts it down. The pylon in the main base also does fall. And now we need to take stock. Now we need a moment here to try to get a feel for where we are exactly. Gerald did sustain a lot of damage. He's down to 18 probes. Likewise, LunaSea also took a lot of damage. He's down to 22. His natural is not done. Gerald's is. So Gerald can recover. He can make 2 probes at a time. Gerald can recover economically. Behind this as well, we're working towards Immortal production. Meanwhile, LunaSea working towards Blink. As Gerald, he's looking for that pylon, looking for the proxy. Did come across it. Gerald is aware. And LunaSea has to save this, by the way. We need Blink. Desperately. And LunaSea does come in. Does save his base. At the same time, DTs to get back into the main base. 5 more probes go down. And lost mining time as well. Still no saturation at that natural. Gerald knocked down to 19 workers. He's down to 19 workers. Adepts, once again, getting more probes here on the low ground. 3 probes go down. LunaSea, he still doesn't have the most ideal economy, but better than that of his opponents. Good force fields. We catch a Stalker. We catch 2. 2 Stalkers go down. Blink, still not done. On the way. And LunaSea going to be pulling back. And Blink will finish. Even if Gerald, he will depower this. Not going to matter. We already have the upgrade. LunaSea's already made it, and we are pushing. Now, Gerald will have a recall. As he focuses down the pylon, moving out across the map. LunaSea does try to catch a sentry. No, we go for the probes instead. We get 1. 1 probe goes down. DT waddles in, but we have detection. We have the observer. DT doesn't get anything done. That was an expensive trade there for LunaSea. As the main army comes back home. And the game is settling from here. Again, sure, we have a little Blink Stalkers, but without charge loads, we cannot break this more Immortal heavy style. That is 2 Immortals. Yo, LunaSea up, trying to catch a Stalker, unable to. LunaSea has to retreat. Coming in from behind, triggers the shields. But here comes the push of Gerald. And can LunaSea hold? He's trying to set up a surround. Trying to come in from behind. Oh. Almost bleeds out a Stalker. Has to be careful. Does need to respect the army. Going for a ninja base. Oh my god. Recalls back home. Going for the ninja. Bold move here by LunaSea. But I mean, Gerald, he backs up. He checks. He scouts. He's looking for a third. Confirms that there is no third. And you can see he's looking for it. Gerald, he rotates over towards the would-be linear third base location. Little does he know that there is a base, but it's not where he thinks it is. It's here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Here we go. LunaSea moving out. Gerald also turning around, coming home. LunaSea dives into that natural. Oh, Gerald's out of position, by the way. We're racing back home. He does turn back around. Gases are falling. Probes as well. We deny mining time. Gerald turning back around. A little bit indecisive here from Gerald. Unsure whether to push or not. And he will cancel that third. But again, Gerald thinks he's further ahead than he is. Although he's doing more damage than he is. So there's that recall. I wish they picked more distinguished colors. No, it's fine, Bobby. It's fine. I'm not gonna lie, there have been moments, I think, when casting teal versus blue, or like pink versus purple, or some of these other colors where, like yellow and orange, that's another brutal one. Where like I've confused certain units for another's. That has happened before, especially on minimaps specifically. see Gerald once again pushing forward, threatening that fourth. Attempted third. Immortals have arrived. Force fields coming in. Gerald is zoned away. Disruptors in production from LunaSea. Let's go. Gerald's getting the high ground though. Rotates around. Does catch out the army. No shield battery in position. LunaSea is zoned away. Disruptor comes out. Shows the Nova. Decent connection. We take down 3 Stalkers, but it looks like Gerald still has too much. He breaks through the defensive line. Again, because of this position, LunaSea could not use either of these 2 shield batteries. And Gerald, he doesn't just force a cancel in this base, but he shuts down the army. And LunaSea is in trouble. I mean, sure, he's mining from this third, but not by much. And here come the counter disruptors. By connecting. Links are forced out. LunaSea still up in probes. Still up in workers. Oh. Pushing towards that center army. Gerald coming in from behind. Does find a disruptor. Gets one, forces out 2 Novas as well. And Gerald, he can go for the kill. He does catch another disruptor. LunaSea is struggling. So we deny the third. We deny the fourth. You know what I mean. We deny the base. The base is cancelled. And even with that additional mining, it just doesn't even matter. Gerald forcing his way through. Avoid the Nova. We have our own. We do have our own available. Nova going off once again, not quite connecting. Gerald is saturating his own third base. Has a comparable army to that of LunaSea. Has a comparable army. So far, no big commitment here. I mean, Gerald doesn't have to push in. There's no reason to. As far as he knows, he's up in bases. So containing is all he needs to do. Meanwhile, LunaSea still trying to catch out the army itself. We dive forward, we deny the base once again. Disruptor's going to be flanking the army from the right hand side. Oh! One disruptor goes down. Not bad. The disruptor almost exposed. Baits out 2 Stalkers. Bait them out. Gerald denies another base once again. Ooh, as we end up bleeding out some disruptors. Brutal pickoffs here. Gerald is just getting so much done. LunaSea expanding, taking another ninja base. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the army. Doesn't have the supply to work with. Doesn't matter. As they shut down the Zealots time and time again. Big connection here on the Stalkers as well, and Gerald, he has done it. He's broken the main army. He's broken the main force of LunaSea. It's been a valiant effort here, but GG gets called, and Gerald takes the 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. A very chaotic start to the game. We had a proxy Dark Shrine opener, which did kill a lot of workers, but it was also up against a pylon hidden in the main base of LunaSea. It was a wild start to the game. Both players were hurting, but Gerald had the faster expansion. He was able to recover from his earlier losses. LunaSea had a harder time recovering, had a harder time really building back up, and Gerald was in the driver's seat from that moment. The DCs did a lot, but Gerald did more. Gerald did do more with that. GG. Congratulations here to Gerald as he does advance on. Meanwhile, we have some other updates on the bracket as well. Exclamation mark B.